Welcome to Homeless Info, a place where we answer your questions about homelessness and the industry behind it. Today's question comes from Terry in Kansas City, who asks, is it true that homeless folks don't really want help? Well, let's answer it. Now, whether you're an ardent defender of the homeless services system or someone who's frustrated, I'm not going to be making excuses for the homeless services world. What I am going to do is explain why this stereotype sometimes feels true, but also why it's not the whole picture. Most of the time when someone is saying no to help, they're not rejecting every available form of help in the history of time. It's like a van pulls up and says, all right, every option is available to you across the country. You're limited to what exists in your city. For instance, if the shelter in your city doesn't accept pets, someone's not just going to tie their dog to a tree and be like, all right, you're on your own tonight. In the same way, if the shelter only accepts legally married couples, someone's not going to say to their girlfriend, all right, I'm going to leave you out here to fend for yourself. I'm going to go into shelter. It's not going to happen. So when the offer doesn't make sense for their specific situation, they're more likely to say no. But here is where the homeless service system completely messed up. We have reinforced this crazy Goldilocks zone where the offer has to be just right for someone to say yes. And it's completely unrealistic. We don't have infinite resources and infinite funding, and the general public doesn't have infinite patience. Sometimes the only option available is the option that's available. And let's be honest, the general public, they're not just making this up. I know this is uncomfortable, but there are folks that don't say yes to help because they're not ready to stop using substances. And from the outside, when people see this, it looks like they don't want help. This is why that stereotype sticks. It's the part of homelessness that's the most visible. So, do homeless folks not want help? The truth is, it's complicated. If the help being offered eventually leads to permanent housing, they usually, almost always, will say yes. But they're not going to say yes to everything at all costs. And unless we're honest about this, we're never going to get past this stereotype. Thanks for watching.